So the true Guru gave an accurate solution to the disciples' argument expressed in verse 45 by saying that the nature of the soul cannot be perceived by the eyes because it's the seer itself. But not that because it cannot be perceived by the eyes, it can never be grasped. It can be grasped by the abadhya anubhav, the constant experience of consciousness. So negative and positive. Okay? Explaining this further, okay, total solution nathi. So explaining this further, kindling conviction about the soul through the attribute of knowledge, the Guru says.
छेन्द्रिय प्रत्येक ने निज निज विषयनु ज्ञान पांच इंद्रिना विषयनु पण आत्मा ने भान.
This is very easy, very easy. So, Chhe Indriya Pratyek ne. Pratyek means every. So, each sense has. Each Indriya means senses. Indriya એટલે sense organ or sense. So, Chhe Indriya Pratyek ne. So, we'll go backwards. Pratyek Indriya ne. So, Pratyek means each sense has. Each sense has what? Nija nija vishayanu bhan. Bhan means gnan, knowledge. Nija nija, પોતાના જ વિષયનો. Whatever is the subject matter, capacity, feature, faculty of that sense organs. Meaning, the eyes can only see. The ears can only હું હિયર બોલીશ બિકોઝ નહીં તો યર ને યરમાં પછી કન્ફ્યુઝ થઈ જશે પાછળની રોજ. The ears can only hear. Hear. The nose can only smell. The nose can't see. Very near you bring this thing, sorry. Very near you bring this thing, but the nose cannot see. So every indriya, every senses will know, but they will know only nija nija, potani faculty waluj. Nija nija vishayanu gnan. So what will the eyes? Ears? Huh? English school માં બન્યા નથી લાગતા. ચાલો કાંઈ nose, tongue, skin, touch. So every sense organ or every sense will be able to know or perceive that attribute of an object which is of its own faculty, of its own subject matter. If it's eyes, it can only see. તમે દૂર રાખો, પાસે રાખો, જે કરો તે. It cannot smell. Okay. So, छे इंद्रिय प्रत्येक ने, every sense, each sense has निज निज विषयनु भान, knowledge of its own subject matter. પાંચ इंद्रियनु विषयनु subject matter of all the five sense organs, પણ આત્માને ભાન, but the soul has the knowledge of all. I'll explain with an example, okay? Well, a short meaning. Each sense organ enables us to know only its faculty. The ears cannot see. Negatively, I'm saying. You all said the ears can hear. I'm saying the ears cannot see. Eyes cannot. But the soul knows the subject matter of all the five senses at one given time. So I'm not understanding. If I said the soul, eyes are only the soul or the nose, that was his argument also, body, senses, breath. So this is the soul. And if each sense has a restricted capacity to know, limited capacity, to know only the smell, to know only the form, to know only the taste. And if this is the soul, even the soul would have a limited capacity. But how come the soul knows the whole object with all the knowledge of all the senses together? That means there has to be one HOD. Right or not? Nemiji, can you explain how your Mahila Guru Udyog works? Very short. નહીં તો એ તો હમણાં ખાખરા બનાવવાનું આખું સ્ટાર્ટ.
Yes.
So someone is handling the.
Someone is handling the.
Someone means, is there anyone or
Yeah,
not?
yeah.
So give the name, no?
So Sapna Ben is handling the production.
Production. Okay.
Uh,
But creativity who's handling?
that is handled by Astha.
Okay. So Asta is handling the creativity. Okay. Of the stuff or the packing?
Packing
Okay,
and designing on
Okay.
the
So recipes of the chakri and khakra and whatnot.
that
Who is
is
handling that?
that is handled by say Pratibha Ben.
Huh?
Pratibha Ben, the
Okay.
recipes and
Recipes se Pratibha Ben. And then production?
production is handled by Sapna.
Sapna Ben. Okay. Then the
Then marketing is handled by Joy.
joy. પછી accounts.
Accounts is handled by Mihir Bhai.
અને આ બધાનું જ્ઞાન કોઈ બી એક બિકોઝ જે ચકરી બનાવે છે ને એ કેવા પેકેજમાં જાય છે અને કેવી રીતે એનું સેલ થાય ડઝન્ટ નો એનીથિંગ અબાઉટ ઇટ doesn't know anything about it. But someone is knowing everything from where it is being done to where it's being eaten. Understand? હમણાં તાજનો ઓર્ડર આવ્યો છે કંઈક.
જી.
તાજ શું કહેવાય? હોટેલ કે?
Taj Catering.
Taj Catering. They have liked the products very much, but they are finding it a little spicy. એ તો આપણે ઓછું કરી દઈશું, ઉપરથી જ મરચું નાખવાનું છે. તો એ તો કરી દઈશું. So now they are coming here to inspect the space. If the hygiene and everything is fine, permanent order up. Wow! This Sapna Ben didn't know. This the ladies who are making the khakras didn't know. But who knows everything? So Nemiji is not Sapna, because Sapna knows only this much. Astha knows only this much. Upma Bin knows only this much. You forgot Upma Bin? But Agarbatti section. Okay. So this person knows everything and in detail. But if someone knows everything of this, so that person is different from this person. Entity, person, એટલે અહીંયા entity. એટલું તો clear થયું. Because this person only knows this much and this person knows of everyone. પાંચે ઇન્દ્રિયનું જ્ઞાન કોઈ એકને છે. So that entity has to be separate from the senses. Isn't it logical? So that's what the Guruji is saying. So, short meaning fast. Each sense organ enables us to know only its faculty. Ears cannot see, eyes cannot hear, but the soul knows the subject matter of all the 5 departments. Here senses right, 5 departments at one given time. No sense can function without the soul. So it means Sapna Ben cannot function without Nemiji. Nemiji no order avyo ke stop everything. Then it cannot function independent. So if the soul says, I don't want to see, so it won't. No sense can function without the soul, and it's the coordinator also remembers the experience in future. The eyes are no more seeing that side, and still there is someone who is recollecting everything. So eyes cannot be the soul. Whatever you are saying as the soul has to be different and distinct from the eyes, from the senses, because the senses are having limited capacity and Atma is having unlimited capacity. It can know of all. એ તો નેમિજીની humility છે. He is just saying that I know the working from the production to the sales of Mahila Guru Udyog. He must be knowing of the whole mission. Legs, hands, sense organs and motor organs. So I am these claps are for the soul, I hope, not for Nemiji. Because I wanted to say, આ બધું લેગ્સને આમ ચલાવવું ને પેલું આમ ચલાવવું અને હિતેશભાઈના મનમાં ભલે હોય પણ આ બધું કામ તો બ્રેન કરે છે. Brain receives and brain orders and one second એક ડેડ મેનનું પણ બ્રેન કાઢીશું અને એમાં ચેતના નથી તો એ કેમ બ્રેન એક્ટિવિટી ચાલતી નથી, that I'll ask you afterwards. So there is a brain in a dead man also and it's not active. So I want to know, મેં એમને ત્યારે બી પૂછેલું કે વાય બ્રેન પેલું શું એનું બોક્સને શું કહેવાય, ક્રેનિયમ બેનિયમ શું કહેવાય, યુરેનિયમ ક્રેનિયમ, I knew it. સો બ્રેન ને બ્રેન બોક્સ એ બધું જ છે ડેડ મેનમાં. ઇનફેક્ટ અમારે એ ફૂટે નહીં એટલે લાકડીથી ફોડવું પડે ઇન ધ ક્રિમેટ કરવા જઈએ અને ફ્લેશ અને બધું તો ખલાસ થઈ જાય બાય હાડકા સ્કલ. They don't burn very fast, so we have to literally break it with a stick. And we have special people. હવે તો બધું ઇલેક્ટ્રિક થઈ ગયું, વાત અલગ થઈ ગઈ. So, so everything is there, the skull is there, the brain is there. And I had asked him in Udaipur, then why does the brain suddenly stop working? So he said, so you had used the word like that. તમારા gestures બી મને ખબર. Don't go on questioning, it just stopped. It just stopped. No, I have a theory for that the soul left the body. It's a theory I'm saying. I'm not saying it's the truth yet. Means I'm lying when I'm saying it's not the truth. હવે શું કરું, તમારી સાથે ધીમે ધીમે જવું પડે એમ છે એટલે. But you can take it as a theory right now. This can be a possible theory, though I don't accept it. Medical science might not accept the existence of something invisible and not tangible, etc. So that's fine, but you can keep it as a theory at least. So in spirituality, we believe it this way. We explain the phenomena of death in this way. You might say that the brain stopped or the heart stopped, je bhi tamari theory hoy, and so he's declared dead or he stopped breathing, whatever it is. But I will say that the soul has left the body. And so now the eyes can't see, the heart can't function, or the brains can't work, or blood circulation, whatever I want to say. All this will be explained in the next verse. So why am I going there? Oh. So, see, the Guru says, Guru has a good attitude. He will not say the disciple is wrong. He will say the disciple is stuck. He said, disciple is right in claiming the primacy of senses in knowing and understanding the worldly objects. You are right. Worldly material objects, to see it, to perceive it, to know it, you do need different senses. So you are right in claiming the primacy of the senses when it comes to knowing the worldly objects. The problem arises when the disciple stops there, means gets stuck there. Okay, now the senses should be able to see the soul or karma or many other stuff, because it's not visible and not karma to tangible bhi છે પણ આત્મા તો tangible bhi નથી. You understand? So the Guru is going to prove in this verse, I'll tell you what he wants you to understand from this verse first, and then we'll turn towards the verse and finish it fast. So the Sadguru wants to tell us that while it appears that the eye see, the nose smells, the tongue tastes, but all these senses are just instruments. Actual knower is the soul. Rather, this was said in the previous also. What is the addition here in 52, right? 52, verse 52. The soul holds the reins, lagam, of all the senses. I use the word coordinator in the short meaning. So it holds the reins of all the sense organs. You can say the soul orchestrates all the movements of the body. It's the soul which harmonizes all the thoughts. And Judah the thoughts carry and the soul, some faculty of the soul will decide that means I hate him because he didn't do what I said, he's doing what I don't like, etc., etc. And you claim he loves me or he hates me, whatever. So it harmonizes all the thoughts. Yet, the soul is not perceived, the soul is not praised for any of its work. Rather, she does not even believe in the soul existing only. Poor fellow, poor entity, the soul, doing all the work of orchestrating the whole show of the sense organs, of harmonizing your thoughts, of holding the reins of the whole body and the sense organs. So much is being done by the soul, and it's not even perceived. PPA, PP. Wow, આખી alphabet થઈ જવાની આપણે. PP. Perceived also, it's not perceived also, and not praised also, because you are stuck in a matter of thinking or in your reasoning. What you consider it as logic, somewhere you are stuck. So this is what he wants to say. So exactly in this stanza, the Guruji uses the example of 5 senses to prove that the soul is the actual knower. He wants to prove only that much. Coordinator, that is not his purpose. But he will use all these words to prove the knower faculty is the soul. In your body, in your body only. Body mat chhe ne soul? Body mat chhe ne, right? Because when the body becomes insignificant, a gnani would not even say, I am in the body. I am the soul. જેમ body છે, પછી air છે, આ બધું જ I am not. So why should I say I am in the body? You are in the hall or you are in India? You are in this Yagnasthal or you are in India? See, both is right and both is wrong. You are in yourself. So these are all, so the enlightened don't even want to say I am in the body. Why it's the body? Then you can say I am in the shawl also. શોલની અંદર છે કે નહીં મારો આત્મા? શોલ તો ખાલી કવર કરી છે ને બોડીને, પણ અંદર છે ને આત્મા. વેર ઇઝ રાકેશ's આત્મા? આઉટસાઇડ ધ સોલ ઓર ઇનસાઇડ ધ સોલ? Okay, don't confuse, we are already confused. Okay, then leave it. So he's drawing the disciples' attention to the knowing nature of the soul. This is what is done in this stanza. Though you might find, but are you difficult, but isn't it interesting? You are going deeper and deeper. Now when you close your eyes also, you want to ponder over these verses. So it is me who is seeing through these 2 holes. Why say eyes? It's just giving space, no? Why you want to use wonderful and eyeliner to sukam use જ કરવાની? When eyes are only not important now. I am the seer. ત્યાં કઈ કરો ને line. At least underline. So હવે તમે પેલું કાજલ કોણ લગાડી? કાજલ બાજલ, હા. કે આ શું કરું છું? I am just adorning or dressing up the dead body actually. આમ તો dead જ છે ને, inert જ છે ને body તો. It's because of me the body can move. Because of me. Me means the soul. It's because the whole focus will be that I am the soul. Because of me. Prati dehe je shobhanikata che te mari juo vishwamathi. The beauty in every body is because of me, not because of the makeup. કોઈ dead body ને makeup કરતા મેં જોયા નથી. હવે ઇન્ડિયામાં તો બધું થાય, પેલી સુહાગન મરે તો એને ચાંદલા ચુંદલી બધું કરે, another thing. But the beauty, the shine, everything is because of me, not because of your makeup. And me means the soul. because the body is in the conjunction with the soul, in the association with the soul. Once the soul leaves, you see how the body becomes hard, black, smells. તરત એને cremation માટે you have to announce the time whether you want to cry, but you have to start announcing કે ક્યારે લઈ જશે એને, because it's going to be a pathetic sight if you just keep it like that. How much ever the person is dear to you, even if he's a tirthankar, the whole ceremony goes and we call it Nirvan Kalyanak. Pyre par rakhe ke what, buried or buried or whatever. So the whole beauty is because of me. Me meaning, so I used to chant this line for hours and hours when I was 17, 18. Prati dehe, in every body. Prati dehe, je shobha nikata che, etle je beauty che, it's because of me, because of the soul. If you can recollect, remember, if your memory is bole ke memory? Memory. So memory, if your memory is good, first you have to, this memory is good because of the presence of me, I, the soul. Everything. And Atmano Mahima Jage. And that's exactly what happened to the Shishya in Atma Siddhi Shastra. And he uses the word which we do use in our Devvandan. Atma thi sau heen. Everything. Uses na bolo to secondary to bolo. The primacy of the senses, the primacy of the soul. The primacy of the soul. UK wala le, US wala le. Huh? Primacy of the soul. See, Attana Sucha, primacy of the body. And what is he going to say, the disciple, in the end? Atma thi badhu tuchha che, heen che. Useless, meaningless. It's the soul which is giving meaning to every occurrence and every object. Soul, with its radiance of knowledge, consciousness, profound presence of the soul. So beautiful, isn't it? So what is he basically saying? The sense organs only have, they can only know its respective subject matter. Eyes, see, yes. Eyes, earથી start કરીએ, no? અહીંયાથી start કરીએ, આમ start કરીએ. Ears can only hear sounds. Okay, the eyes can only see what? Forms. We'll keep forms. Okay. The ears can only hear sounds. The eyes can only see forms. The nose can only smells. Till you understand, it's fine. Then the tongue can only taste. Okay. English is very poor language. Limited words. And the skin can only feel the sensations of touch, whether it is heavy, light, dry, soft, etc. 8 types of touch. But I'm not going into detail. But every sense organs will know. Will know is also a formality, because the knower is now the soul. But in formality, apne em boliye ke it knows. Vyavhar jene kahiye. So it knows only the subject matter of its respective faculty. આનું આ છે તો આ જ જાણશે. આનું આ છે તો આ જ જાણશે. Correct? So every sense organs will know. I'm saying will know only now. In the end, I will say it does not know, it's inert only. That will be the last sentence of today. So when I use the word inert, you should start packing up. Till then, no. Okay? When I say okay, the senses don't even know their faculty without me. Without me meaning without the soul. I am me, I all means souls, nothing like Rakesh Bhai and all. Okay? So every sense organ can know only of its specific, only of its respective faculty. So the capacity of the sense organs is restricted to its faculty only. The object which it is knowing might have many other things. It might have form, it might emit sound, it might have a taste, it does have, if it's a material object, varna, gandha, rasa, everything. It has everything. But the eyes say, I don't know about the smell, I only know it is triangular. The tongue will say, I don't know whether it is colorful, I know it is sweet. So every sense organs will know so its capacity is restricted to its respective faculty only. To the extent that one sense will not pick up knowledge of two subject matter. Eyes will not see and hear. One sense, how much ever your eyes are powerful. હેમલની તો છે જ, સ્પેક્સ નથી પહેર્યા એટલે, લેન્સ બી નથી પહેર્યા એમ સમજું છું, અને હોય તો કંઈ રિવીલ કરવાની જરૂર નથી. એટલા માટે કર્યા છે તો પછી હવે શું કામ રિવીલ કરવાના, પણ નથી એમ સમજીને હું કહું, યોર આઈઝ મે બી વેરી પાવરફુલ, માઇન આર નોટ. આઈ નીડ સ્પેક્સ, 7 નંબર છે, but your eyes are very powerful. So your eyes must be seeing and hearing. How much ever it is powerful, but it can't do the function of two sense organs. And two sense organs does not do the function, one function only. One cannot do two, and two, the ears are also seeing and the eyes are also seeing. So one sense organ cannot do two, and two sense organs cannot do one. One can do one. This is the message finally. I only say nija nija vishay, only potanu, nij means potanu. Whatever its respective faculty is, it can know only that subject matter of the object in front of it, in contact with it. Only that subject matter it can catch of the object. The object might be having many. So eyes will, oh, okay, pizza. So what will the eye see? Pusan. What will the eye see? Obviously, that's what I said, but what? Circle, cheese. Cheese to jo ke buddhi kaise, but chalo cheese, then the red color, the white color. You have to say the shapes and the colors. That's what the eyes perceive. Okay, then Gaurang, what about the nose? If you bring the pizza near the nose, which color will it see? Okay, no color, because nose does not have that capacity. I don't know, su kevai, but why don't you just recollect the smell? So how did you feel by just recollecting the smell? Nice? Rusha, when it is brought in your hands, tell me something about the touch. Warm. એટલે હેમલ ગરમ જ આપતી હશે, પેલા સીધા રેફ્રિજરેટરમાંથી લે આ થોડું પીઝા, એવું લાગે છે, because he's saying warm. Okay, what else? Dry, wet, rough, smooth, crispy to hard surface, or whatever. Sound તો આમાં નહીં આવે, પણ say it is sizzlers. So that sizzling sound. કરો તો ખરા. અહીંયા બેઠા બેઠા તો થોડી મજા કરીએ. Right? So the pizza had everything, but eyes could catch only this much, the ears could catch this much, the nose atlu. But when you are recollecting the pizza, everything is coming in front of you. So that means you are not eyes, you are not nose, you are not touch, you are not all this. You are different from all this, using the 5 senses to pick up all the messages. So all the messages are going to the HOD, and the HOD is reporting to me. Now, who is that me? I'll have to figure it out. પરમાત્મા બોલવું હોય તો બોલી દઈએ એકવાર. પણ આના કરતાં આ જુદો છે ને આના. That pure consciousness આપણે જે બોલીએ, એક સ્ટેટ બોલીએ ને એક સ્વરૂપ બોલીએ, સ્વભાવ બોલીએ. So, it's very clear how each sense organs knows only of its respective faculty, but પાંચ ઇન્દ્રિયના વિષયનું પણ આત્માને પણ આત્માને પાંચે પાંચનું ખબર છે. So it has to be separate from these five. It can't be eyes, it can't be nose. How much ever it is powerful. It has to, it's the coordinator integrating all the knowledge, not only integrating, storing and reviving. In your language, remembering. So all this, આની સામે તો pizza હોય ત્યારે જ it will have the knowledge of pizzas. But this faculty can recollect the pizza or last 2 વર્ષ પહેલા ખાધો તે pizza, નેમીજી. Or have you done some mischief? Nothing. He's not done. For pizza, he has not done anything. For mithai, he does. He doesn't say, I want mithai, but he says, બાપા બહુ વખતથી તમને પ્રસાદ આપવાની ઈચ્છા ને. So I said, I'll give you prasad, but the moment you can, if you remember it is mithai, that time it stops remaining as prasad. Then your vrat is broken. And he has broken it at least 100 times this year. Correct? Every dabba of penda comes, Papa, you don't feel like giving prasad to anyone. Maybe if you are going to have it as prasad, then I'll give you. But if you are going to have it for something sweet, then it stops. Then it becomes pudgal. Then it's no more prasad. It's PP only again. એક રાઉન્ડ જ હવે આવો રાખવો પડશે. What is PP? What is CC? What is AA? What is BB? So very clear. So of any one occurrence or of any one object, you remember so many things. So there is someone who is a coordinator or integrator or orchestrating everything or harmonizing everything. These are just different words. You can choose only one word and that much is enough. Itlu bhi yaad rahe to bas, I am happy. So if the soul is identified with senses, then even the soul would have only limited capacity of knowing only one aspect of the object. But it doesn't happen. It knows all. That means knowing, the knower of every aspect of the object is different from the senses. And that knower is the soul. So the main chief attribute of the soul is knowingness. All your meditations are going to be on pure knowingness. Just know, just experience the knowingness within you. All your meditations are going to be on this theory. Maybe different words are used, witness, everything, but it all boils down to knowingness. Very nice. So this attribute is gone. So in a Jain text, we call it Panchendriya Jeev. What is Panchendriya Jeev? A soul with the attribute of consciousness, possessing a body with all 5 sense organs, is Panchendriya Jeev. You understand? So Jeev is going to be the coordinator, and all the knowledge collected from every indriya, every senses, everyone has to report to the HOD. And HOD is separate from the people actually executing on the site. Naviji has never gone. આખો મહિલા ગૃહ ઉદ્યોગ ચલાવે છે, he actually does not know where the chakri is being produced. Means he's not been there. After his second vaccine બધું થઈ જાય, then he's going to leave me and go and visit all these places. Take you also along, so I'm going to visit Mahila Gru Udyog. Okay, so one day we have kept for Mumbai Darshan also, because so much of Mumbai has changed, so many new bridges have come. હીરા પન્નાથી વર્લી સુધીમાં આવો તો એક નવો આખો બ્રિજ થઈ ગયો છે, પેલું જે કોસ્ટલ રોડનું એ જ છે ને. so many things. So મેં કીધું wait, don't go before me, we all will go in a bus. So many places where there were, boulders, ને બધું છે, they have been changed, converted into beaches. Worldly આગળ sea link આગળ જ beaches. જ્યાં બધા દર્શન માટે ઊભા હતા, and that. So much of Mumbai has changed. So Mumbai દર્શન, પછી hospital દર્શન, હોસ્પિટલ ક્યાં પહોંચી આપની અહીંયાની, પછી મહિલા ગૃહ ઉદ્યોગ દર્શન, પછી so many welcome center coming up, welcome center darshan, so many things. So we'll have to organize all this. હવે આત્મા તો કરશું પછી, હવે જ્યારે બી ટાઈમ મળશે ત્યારે. પેલા આ બધા દર્શન તો ઓબ્જેક્ટ્સના તો કરી લે ને પછી સબ્જેક્ટ પર જશું આપણે. Nothing now, anywhere you go, but who is greater, the object or the known or the knower? The known or the knower? The known or the knower? The known. This is going to be a basis of meditation. Why are you focusing on the known? Focusing on the known, you are only going to get sankalpa, vikalpa, likes and dislikes. Focusing on the knower, and you will be in peace and stillness. And that peace itself will be a joy of a different world. Joy, shabda also I'm not liking, because joy માં પણ થોડું excitement છે. And excitement is that bubbly feeling. No, it's deep stillness. And still you will say, joy is there, but I will not call joy, I will call it bliss. See, the moment you utter the word bliss, you will feel like closing your eyes. You want to become shant. When you say joy, you become extrovert. Happiness. When you use the word bliss, so keep the word bliss only for Atmik Anand. Don't use it for any other purpose. Oh my God. I'll end here. So, the last part now. So, the senses know only rubbish. Senses are non-living. They are a part of the body. They are inert. They function only because of my presence. They are inert. Recite the Gatha.
छे इंद्रिय प्रत्येक ने निज निज विषयनु ज्ञान, पांच इंद्रिना विषयनु पण आत्मा ने भान.